summer break is just, 7 days away, but who's counting? Nobody's counting. And one of the issues is getting the kids off the couch and outside during the summer.
Yeah, so joining us today is local fitness blogger Andie Thueson from the site maybeiwill.com. She's joining us now with some great ideas to get the kids moving this summer. Yes. Andie, welcome. How I'm going to say cliche is it, summer break happens, and as a parent, you want to give the kids maybe a day or two to unwind. They've worked really hard for the school year, but eventually that day turns into weeks, turns into months, turns into fall, and they're still on the couch. How do you get them up and moving?
So you want to keep them motivated, and I think one of the things to do is like a challenge. I know, you're doing a challenge.
Yes.
Like to get kids excited, I think if you can make it a challenge where they are working every day. They're working on a goal every day. That's a great way to keep them active. So I came up with the marathon a month challenge. It's not as daunting as it sounds. A marathon for children's. I'm not.
It sounds daunting.
It sounds daunting. But what you can do is you can break it up. They can ride their bikes, they can run, they can rollerblade, you can go on bike rides as a family. Those all count towards this marathon a month.
So really, it's less than a mile a day.
It's less than a mile a day. So let's say you ride with your kids on the bike to the park. That's like a couple miles. There you go. You got it taken care of. So on my blog, you can go and you can print out these really cool tracking sheets where I've got every mile accounted for, and then you can either put like a sticker, or you can put like, oh, we biked to the park this day, and keep track of it that way, so you can log it. And then I've got one for every month. So there's one for June, there's one for July, and then there's one for August.
Well, one of the things I really like about this too, then, if you're doing it together as a family, you're modeling good behavior for your kids.
And that was the big thing. I wanted this to be a family event. This is something you can do together as a family.
Not just get outside.
Get outside, ride your bike for a mile.
After dinner, instead of sitting around and watching TV, go for a bike ride, get your miles in, walk around your neighborhood, get out there. And on my blog, I also have, if you want to put your kids in pedometers, if you're struggling with trying to get the 26.2 miles, you can strap a pedometer on them and they can count their steps.
They would love that too.
And they would think it's super fun, and who's got the most steps that day, and then you can convert those steps into miles.
Very good.
So there's a converter, you just have to measure their stride and stuff like that. So it's very easy to do, so you can do that, so they can use that to track their steps over miles.
Now, Phineas and Ferb has taught us that there's 104 days of summer vacation.
Yes.
There's a Phineas and Ferb fitness plan for kids.
I also came up with a Phineas and Ferb workout, because a lot of times you can't go outside. It's raining, or
or it's 125 degrees.
Or it's 125 degrees outside.
Yesterday.
Or kids just kind of want to stay inside some days. And on those days, I thought it'd be fun to do a little workout that they could do. They watch their favorite show, and everybody knows that Phineas and Ferb is. There's so many fun catchphrases.
Yeah.
Like, I, as an adult, love that show, because there's so many fun things that they say every episode that you can bank on. So for like a whole week, my kids and I would watch episodes, and we'd write down our favorite little catchphrases. And so my kids and I we did this together. We created this workout together, and then we came up and we timed it with what exercises would fit and would give us enough time to be able to do the exercise and then move on to the next thing.
Okay.
So you guys ready to do a little Phineas and Ferb workout?
Exercise game?
We'll this is for children, so it's not going to be too intense.
Okay.
So there's the, hey, where's Perry? So when that happens, you do 5 jumping jacks.
You're going to make me do jumping jacks on air.
You don't have to do them. Okay. I'll make you guys do something else. We don't do jumping jacks. So what you're doing, so you do what you're doing, they're going to do 5 crisscrosses. So they just go crisscross. Like this. So 1, 2, really easy. They can crisscross.
That's probably not good for my microphone.
Yeah, probably not good. They're probably getting a lot of back feed. And I have to tell you a cute little story about my son. He loves Phineas and Ferb in tri-state area. So every night before he goes to bed, Mom, I love you more than the tri-state area. So I had to do like the catchphrase tri-state area. So every time that they say tri-state area, they have to do a somersault.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a fun way to get him active and rolling around. So my kids that's their favorite one. Tri-state area, somersault.
Oh, funny.
So I won't make you do that. And then of course Candace is always saying, Mom. Yeah. And that you have to run in place for a 5 count. So I thought running to go get Mom for 5 counts. So and then
so it's all based on you have to do the
you have to watch this
regime while
you're watching. So you can go and get this printout on my blog. And just print it out, and it has all the catchphrases and the corresponding exercises that you can do.
And then have a Phineas and Ferb marathon all day long.
And just get a huge workout in.
And they're tired at night.
Yes, and then they're tuckered out at night, and they've got a great workout. and then they can go for the bike ride and get their miles in.
Very good.
So ways
Andie,
to get them out.
Thank you so much. MaybeIWill.com is the website. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Lots of fun to have with the
Yes,
kids. Now,
absolutely.
coming up, we're going to have your answers to our question of the day.